It is the last ticket to ride. Welcome back to Daytona for round 2 of the duel. The round 1 winner, a very popular winner, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Chris Devoda and Jeff Hammond with you for this Gatorade Duel coverage on Speed. And there's our old buddy, Jeff DW, waving the green flag.
Yeah, waving that green flag. But right now, things picked up real quick right there off of turn 2. Borstead gets in the back of Brian Vickers in the 83 car. Around he goes. The real flaps deployed. Stayed out of the wall. Got 4 brand new Goodyears and was able to transfer into this year's run in the Daytona 500.
And it has been a tough week for Kurt Busch. You see the number 2 car in the middle of your screen, and there you see him start to slide back. But he has that champion's provisional, so he had the insurance policy.
That's what you're always looking for. But take a look right here. You see that right there? That's the 88 car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to the front, right around his teammate from last year, Martin Truex Jr.
And that's getting very familiar, isn't it? Here, a little bit of trouble for the 19 ping pong with the Hendrick cars, the 5 and the 48. But of course, the big story, that Hendrick car, the 88, is the winner. And the other winners in this race, Jeff,
there
these
you
guys.
see Kenny Wallace get an opportunity to race his way in with his teammate Joe Nemechek. But looky here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. once again, 2 times in victory lane early in speed weeks.
Oh man, oh man. Let's head up to the booth and get the thoughts from Daryl, Larry, and Mike.
A great win for Junior, but 2 poignant moments from my perspective. Had Kenny Wallace not made this race, it would have been the first time in 25 years the 500 was run without a Wallace. And the Wood brothers, who've won this race 4 times and have 13 Daytona victories for the first time in 46 years. The number 21 will not be in the 500. Bill Elliott has to go home.
Yeah, that's sad. You know, these guys that aren't locked in to the top 35. That's what they have to deal with for well, most of the year really. But I thought it was a great start. I mean, that start was it was impeccable.
Can you believe that Brian Vickers came back from that spin? I find that hard to believe, but good for him.
Yeah, it was, and you know, you got to tip your hat to his new crew chief, Kevin Hamlin. Felt like that race car needed tires where he could maneuver that race car, and just a couple of things that I picked up on, certainly getting the balance of these cars. That's getting like standing on top of a razor blade, and obviously making the right moves on pit road. But I tell you, they hadn't made a lot of noise during testing earlier in the week, but I tell you, the Dodges looked like they were driving awfully good.
Now, if history's any indicator, if we have a relatively clean first race, as we did today, watch out, Krista and Jeff, for race number 2. There's a good chance it could be a wreck fest.
Well, we cannot wait. It's 2 for the price of 1, the Gatorade Duel on Speed. And Jeff Hammond and I have actually moved locations. We have scurried over to our speed box. We are on the front stretch. And Jeff, so many storylines to talk about in that first duel. What sticks out to you?
Well, I mean, the fact, you know, that all of a sudden Kenny Wallace was able to get up on that wheel and join his teammate, you know, Joe Nemechek. I mean, it's one of those deals where these guys are showing what they're made of. Remember, we talked about it. How bad do you want it? We're getting an opportunity to see this early on. And I believe one other thing, it's going to pick up. The intensity is really going to pick up in this second duel.
And we saw that emotion just with the Red Bull teammates. Vickers in, Allmendinger out. A lot of guys watching that race who are about to race, their emotions have just got to be flying.
Well, that's another guy we don't need to forget about emotions. Borstead is not out of this race yet. If for some reason David Rudem is able to race his way into here, he'll be able to get in on speed. So you're talking about people right now that are praying and hoping that things may go right. Brian Borstead is one of them right now. He's hoping for a miracle.
Well, I've already bit all of my nails off just watching that first one.
You can't chew mine.
Okay, I'm going to stay away. But Steve Burns is caught up with somebody who is definitely a little nervous, and he's got tons of experience, too.
Well, the scenario for a man that has 3 Daytona 500 victories, Dale Jarrett, is pretty simple. Race your way in.
Yeah, that's what this is about. Always has been. And, you know, so, you know, we know what we got to do. We've got to go out there, and hopefully our car is good enough we can keep the tires on it and get ourselves in position.
Any emotions right now, Dale?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to make this last Daytona 500 start. So, you know, I'm anxious to get out there and see what we've got, and you know, nervous. I want my sponsors to be a part of this. You know, UPS and Coca-Cola have been great to me over the years, and so, you know, yeah, hadn't had this position for quite a while, but you know, gets the blood flowing, and everything will be good.
We wish you luck.
Thanks a lot.
Let's go to Matt.
Well, Dale Jarrett's a 3-time Daytona 500 winner, but you know what? Rick Hendrick has won here with 3 different drivers in the 500. He's batting 1,000 so far in Speed Week. He's won the Budweiser Shootout as an owner. Today, he won a duel, and he has a car on pole for Sunday. And next up is driver Jeff Gordon. He's trying to keep that string rolling along. Now, the big thing for Gordon is, like everyone else, trying to lock down a spot on the outside of row number 2, because everything here dictates how well you run is where you start, and they know starting up front will be a very important issue come Sunday. Dick?
Within moments, Matt, Mark Martin is going to step into this U.S. Army car. It'll be his 24th time starting in one of these 150-milers. He has run 23 Daytona 500s. He has come ever so close. Last year, losing by a bumper. The crew has let him down. Engines have let him down. Rear ends have failed. All sorts of things have happened to him. He's never won the race. But Mark Martin knows how to handle the kind of situation he is about to get into, where tires are an issue, where the racing is incredibly intense. He is one of the most experienced, one of the smartest drivers in all of NASCAR. Let's go to Kristen.
One celebration is underway, another is developing. The gloves are off. The field in Duel 2 is about to throw down. The Gatorade Duel on Speed next. The Gatorade Duel at Daytona on Speed, and if you are just joining us for this Speed Weeks, well, here's what you've missed. Basically, one word, Hendrick. It's been Hendrick domination. Dale Jr. wins the Budweiser shootout for his new team. Jimmy Johnson sits on the pole, and just moments ago, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in victory lane for the second time here at Daytona this week, winning race number 1 in the Gatorade Duel. Chris Devoda alongside Jeff Hammond down at our speed box on the front stretch. And Jeff, we heard Steve Burns talk to Dale Jarrett, one of the nervous guys before this race, but you and I were talking, Jarrett has a secret weapon in this race.
Not only does that one secret weapon, he's got 2, and that's in the guys of the 55 car, Michael Waltrip, and the 00 of David Rudiman. We've already seen Kenny Wallace get some benefit from his teammate Joe Nemechek in the first race. These guys could be huge in getting this number 44 car into this race.
That's right, because the 55, the 00, they're locked in, nothing to lose. What about other guys on the bubble who may be the sleeper story?
Well, I got to go with this long shot right here. Stanton Barrett starting all the way at the back of the pack, but in the final practice, he was the 10th quickest and the fastest Chevrolet. He told me he's going to leave nothing on the table. Remember, he's a stuntman. He's not afraid of crashing.
I was just going to say, the stuntman may be shooting out of a canyon here in Duel number 2, and you're going to see it all right here on Speed. There's your winner from number 1. Who will hold the trophy in number 2?